Hello everybody! Here we are. It has been probably a solid 2 months since you've seen a video released by us. And there's a simple reason for that. We stopped filming. Yeah, so about halfway through this last season, we just stopped filming. We made it as far down in the Bahamas as Long Island. And when we got there, the cameras just turned off and they have not turned back on since. So here's the reasoning for that. Part of it you may be aware of. This past December, my father actually passed away. And that was a major blow to us, actually. We carried on with the trip despite that. Because for one thing, the boat was ready to go. We had put so much work into it and everything was all set, and on the other hand, we kind of felt like it would probably be good for us to just kind of carry on with you know, what we had been working towards. And ultimately, we believe it was, you know, a good thing to just carry on. It was, you know, healing in some ways to just maintain the plan, stay the course. But on the other hand, it was kind of difficult. You know, it really made for just a very kind of strange and difficult trip, and because of that, or you know, as that being one factor, we just kind of stopped filming. But there was actually another difficult blow that came not all that far after my father passed away. Tambi's sister's husband, in was it January?
He got sick in January and he passed away the beginning of March, after just being sick for a couple months. It was very sudden and sad, and it made a rough time for everyone. So
basically, that was 2 close deaths in the family within months of each other. So just all of that, you know, just kind of took away our mojo for filming. And I guess a small silver lining is, you know, from all that is halfway through the trip we stopped filming and we basically just kind of enjoyed the rest of this last cruise out, just us, you know, no cameras. And in that way, it was kind of a nice thing. It
was nice to not have to worry about, oh, we got to take all the cameras to the beach and we got to film, and we didn't particularly feel like we wanted to be fake. You know, we didn't want to be fake on camera when we were dealing with a lot of different emotions, and we enjoyed our time together instead of worrying about filming.
And we did. We tried. You know, I mean, there were many times where we got out the cameras, and really a lot of the videos that you saw this last season were us trying to, you know, push through in spite of these challenges. I don't know if that was apparent in the videos or not, but for us it was especially apparent, and it just didn't feel right. You know, it just felt forced, and we didn't really like that.
Yep.
So that's why the videos stopped. And really, you know, even now we're pretty well convinced that we may be done with the YouTube thing. And it's really the same reasons, you know, we're still just kind of dealing with a lot of that stuff. And as far as we know right now, I mean, this may actually be the end of our videos. I say that, but I don't know, at the same time, maybe this is just a season of life that we need to get through, and maybe we'll pick up the camera again in the future. But I don't know, for right now it feels difficult to imagine, you know, getting back in the filming groove. So that's where we are right now. What next?
The boat.
I'm trying to kind of freestyle this without a script. The boat. You mean the you mean the selling of the boat? So another difficult part in all of this is we definitely don't see ourselves going out this next season, and possibly not even the season after that. I think very realistically, you know, this may be at least 2 seasons where we're taking off. And if that's the reality of the situation, justifying keeping this big boat and paying for storage fees and continuing to make all these back and forth trips for maintenance and such as that, that's a pretty hard pill to swallow. So we're pretty well convinced right now that the best move for us for the time being is to sell our boat. And you know, it's a very difficult decision to make, and Tammy and I have really talked about it. It's probably one of the most difficult decisions we've ever had to make. Maybe the most. I mean, it's a heavy thing.
Yeah, we don't want to sell it for sure. But
Molly wants to sell it.
No, I don't. I want to keep cruising.
I'm just kidding. Molly actually is. I mean, if we were all on board for it, she wants to keep going. She likes the boat. She likes being out there, which that is a factor that makes this all the more difficult.
Yeah. It's rare to find a 14-year-old daughter that wants to spend all this time with their parents.
It is. It's an amazing thing. We have an amazing kid sitting right here next to us that wants to be around us for some reason. And yeah, knowing that makes it even more difficult to sell the boat. But still, you know, with she's 14 now, in another 2 years she'll be 16. She's in she's in one of those transformative stages. So I don't know. This is such a difficult video to film.
It is.
But the bottom line that we keep circling back to, even though we keep talking ourselves in and out of selling the boat, we keep coming back to, yes, it ultimately makes the most sense for us and our future to for the next 2-3 years or whatever, just to sell the boat and move on to some other things. So we're selling the boat. We've got all the pictures, we've got all the video. The video after this one is actually going to be the sales video of our boat. Yeah. So what we have for sale is a 1978 Westsail 42 that is ready to go anywhere in the world. I mean, it really is. It's got all new standing rigging, new chain plates, good sails, barrier coated bottom, 2 autopilots. The diesel tanks are completely fresh and clean. The engine has 700 hours on it. I mean, the boat is just very ready to go. And we're thinking about selling it for $80,000, which is what the survey from like 4 years ago says that it's worth. And that's like an old survey before we did all the improvements. In addition to that, there's several other boats right now that are priced like double, you know, what we're asking. So we think it's going to sell quickly. So if you or anybody you know of is interested in our boat, speak up, because I think once we get the message out there, I really do think it's going to sell quickly. But that's the boat, right?
Yep, that's the boat.
And again, much more details coming, you know, in the next video for that. But let us know, you know, if you're interested in it. What else? What's next?
You know, we're not done traveling. We have some other thoughts in mind. We might get another RV and do some RV trips. We've talked about doing some international travel to other countries that we're interested in. So we're not done traveling, and maybe in that future maybe we'll make videos of that and put them up. But
maybe.
We also are not done sailing.
No, we're not. Like Tammy and I are definitely not done. The reason I phrase it like that is what we're going to end up doing next is getting a smaller boat that's trailerable that we can move back home in the off season, because that's one of the most difficult parts about cruising for us. The way we've been doing it seasonally is, you know, we go through all this effort in the off season to get the boat ready. And then we go down the ICW and over through the Bahamas and have a great season. Then we come back. And then in the off season, it's all these trips back and forth, which it's just a grind. I mean, that's one thing that I am really burnt out on, the back and forth trips of,
Me too.
you know, maintaining the boat. It's been really hard, you know, for Tammy and I. Molly, not so much, because
she gets to stay home.
Yeah, that's one part of it that she just doesn't really, you know, get to experience all that much. But yeah, the next boat I think is going to be something trailerable. For a good example of what we're talking about, look up a boat called a Seaward 32RK. That is, you know, that's a really good example of what we're looking for, if not the exact boat that we'll end up getting, probably, you know, in a few years or something like that. But I think that's going to be a little small for Molly to probably, you know, for all three of us to be on, you know, doing these, you know, extended cruises. I don't know, 3 to 6 months. Do you even call that extended? That's a long time for 3 people on a boat that size. So maybe by then, you know, Molly can have a boat of her own. Maybe we can have a little mini fleet. You know, me and Tammy will be on a boat. Maybe Molly will be on a boat. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. In one form or another, it is going to involve cruising. The variable is just, you know, where Molly's going to fit into that. Because by then, I don't know what she's going to be up to. She insists that she's going to be staying with us, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, folks. But those are the variables we're working with. We want a smaller boat so we can avoid, you know, the hassles of dealing with a cruising boat, you know, on the coast while we live here, and paying for all that storage and the back and forth and all that. But we're not done. It's just going to be taking a different form, and we're probably, you know, several years before we get back into, you know, cruising regularly. Yep. All right. What else?
Keeping in touch. If you guys want to keep in touch with us, we will still plan on keeping our, you know, our Facebook page live and posting little updates here and there of what we've got going on and what we're doing. So if you want to keep in touch with us,
we'll try to keep that going.
Stay with that.
Oh, that reminds me of something.
What?
I was going to set up a couple of contact forms. One contact form is just a general contact, like if you just want to keep in touch with us. I don't know, maybe there's some connections or some opportunities one way or another. So if you want to just tell us who you are and how to keep in touch and like what the particular interest may be between us, that's one form I'm going to set up. And then the other form is a contact specifically concerning the sale of our boat. So if you're interested in it, that's going to be a form where you can fill out your name and address and you know, just a way you can conveniently get in touch with us to discuss our boat if you're interested in it. So I'm going to set up those 2 forms and somehow connect them to this video so you can use them. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping in touch via Facebook and those contact forms would be a great way to just stay up to date with what we've got going on if you're interested.
Yeah. And is that pretty much it? Is it time for the conclusion?
I think so.
Let's see the conclusion. How do we wrap up a video like this, Tammy? I guess I would just say, if this actually is one of the very last videos on our channel, I guess I would say something to the effect of that these years that we've had cruising and sharing this experience with you guys, it's been possibly the best years of my life. I don't know. I would hope that I have some really fantastic years beyond this, but man, these are going to be some hard ones to top, you know?
Yep.
I mean, they've been absolutely phenomenal.
It's been really great.
Yeah.
And we've loved sharing it with you guys and hearing your experiences too, and we are really appreciative of all the love and support that you've given us.
And man, watching this girl grow up, look like Ray Charles over there or something. I mean, isn't it crazy? I mean, we got this crazy, fantastic family record. I mean, I'm talking about of our perspective on all this. If we came away with this, if we came away from this experience with nothing more than just the memories and the videos that we've made over these years, all these fun times we've had at a family, and like, you know, seeing Molly grow up, I mean, she was like this little tot, you know, on Sand Flea, and now look at her, she's enormous. I mean, it's awesome that we have those memories to look back on for years and years. And again, I have every expectation that we've got some more just fantastic family experiences and adventures, you know, beyond this. I just don't know if YouTube is going to be a part of it or not. Maybe it will, maybe it won't.
Yep.
But if it's not, then wow, it's been a really, really great journey. And I'm just really thankful of, you know, you guys that have, you know, been supporters and viewers, and especially the long-time people that have been with us from the very, very beginning.
Yep. And the people who have messaged us over the past few months, just checking in, and because you haven't seen anything from us, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, we've had a handful of people that have expressed concern, and I'm sorry, you guys, that we just kind of left you hanging. It feels good to be missed for sure. All right, does that pretty much wrap it up?
I think so.
All right, what do you want to say, Molly? Anything else?
I don't think so.
No, it's got to be something. Come on, people want to hear from you.
I don't know.
All right, I mean, the videos have been good, right? You've enjoyed all this stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
I love sailing.
Yeah,
Cruising.
Molly loves it. Yeah.
Traveling.
Gonna be sad to be done with it for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get back in some other fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
All
thank
right.
you for, again, all your love and support, and maybe you'll see us again soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, I forgot to hit the record button.
No, I see the dot.
No, I'm just kidding, Tammy. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Keep in touch. Let us know if you have any interest in this boat. You know, it's sad to be selling it, but you know, we're excited to move on to some other things and ultimately, you know, get back into cruising here in a few years in one form or another.
Yep.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
See ya.